Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, folks, welcome back. I'm here live with my students. It's a Key Stage 2 SATS class on a Tuesday. So let's get cracking without any further delay. This is the new style of papers. This is 2015 and we'll be doing soon the 2016 style of papers. So let's get started. Question number 1. Is 725,000 greater than or less than 3/4 of a million? Explain how you know. So what we need to do now, we need to work out what 3/4 of a million is and compare it to 725,000. So first of all, so we got to work out 3/4 of 1 million. So 1 million has how many zeros?
About 6.
It has 6 zeros. Not about. You should know that. It's not. Okay, let's just try this. Let's try this size. Okay, now when we work out 3/4 of 1 million, okay, how do we work out 3/4? What is the technique for working out 3/4 of a million? Anybody know the technique? Sanya, do you know it? What do we do? We do 1 million divided by the bottom number and then multiply by the top number. So we have to divide it by 4 and then times it by 3. So when you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I missed 1 0 out, 6. So keep on eyeing things, okay? Okay, are you happy, Abdul Bar? Yeah, ready? Good. Okay, so if you do 1 million divided by 4, what happens? So does anybody know the answer to that? So they want to explain how you know. So we've got to show our working out now. Actually, we don't really should put the commas in there, not in the division question anyway. That's a little. Let's just change that a bit and just put it without the commas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we divided by 4. So how many 4s go into 1? 0 remainder? 1. The whole number becomes a remainder. How many 4s and 10 is? 2. Remainder? 2. How many 4s in 20? 5. And then in all the others we have zeros. So that's given us so far 250,000. And then when you multiply that by 3, it gives us 750,000. Isn't it? Okay. Are we happy with 750,000?
Yes.
So the question is 725 greater than or less than? The answer is, it is. Answer, it is.
Greater.
725,000 is.
Less.
No, so the answer is, so 725,000 is less than 3/4 of a million. So we make a statement at the right at the beginning, and there's all our working out to explain it. Are we happy with that? Okay. Mr. Abdul, can you see all that? Have you copied all that down? Come on then, hurry up then. Yeah, we're not probably here like watching a movie or something. You need to be copying that down. Okay, question number 2. Circle the numbers that can be divided by 6 with no remainder. So, okay. Mr. Abdul, can you please focus on copying the question down, please? We copied all down? Come on. So now, the numbers that divide by 6 without no remainder are the numbers which are in the 6 times table, which are called multiples of 6. So now will 60 divide by 6 without remainder?
Yes.
So let's circle that. What about 66?
Yes.
36?
Yes.
16?
No.
56?
No.
61?
No.
24?
Yes.
So these are all numbers in the 6 times table. That's beautiful. Let's move on. Okay, question number 3. Okay. But if I go off the screen, you have to tell me. Okay. Emily goes on a journey in her parents' car. She entertains herself by counting the things she sees. This pictogram shows some of the objects she saw. Okay, so they got key. Each traffic light represents 3 traffic lights. Each picture of a dog represents 1 dog. Each picture of a bridge represents 1 bridge. And each picture of a car represents 2 cars. So I think what we should do first of all, before we start answering these questions, let's work out how much of each one. So we have, that's 3,
9.
that's 6, and that's 9. Okay, right. Shh, Mr. Abdullah, please don't shout out. So we have 1 and we have 2 dogs. So they're individual. They're one worth 1 each. The bridges we got here now is 1 each. Now, now if you look at the cars, okay. Okay, so we said here the cars are worth 2 each. So 2, 4, 6, and that's half a car, so that's worth 1. So that gives us 7. Now that we put all these numbers on here, we can now start answering the questions. How many more red cars did Emily spot than bridges? Let's have a look. So the red cars were 7, and the bridges were 2. So 7 minus 2 will give us 5. Assuming each traffic light has 3 light bulbs, how many light bulbs did Emily spot? Okay. So she spotted how many traffic lights altogether? What do we say in the question? 9. And they're saying in each one there is 3 light bulbs. What do we do? 9 times by? Which is equal to? 27. Okay, is that a bit? Go chop off a bit.
Yes.
Okay, but it's 27. Okay, are we happy with that?
Yes.
Question number 4. Emily has 5 coins that total £3.45. Write £3.45 in words. Okay. Write what the 5 coins could be. So to make £3.45, okay, now we can only make it in 5 coins. So first of all, we should have which kind of coin?
£2.
Followed by a
£1.
£1 to make the £3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's already, so we have to now make 45p using how many more coins we got left? 3 coins. So to make 45p, we gotta use what coin?
20.
And then
20 and 15.
that's and. Okay, are we happy with that? £2, £1, 20p, 20p, and 5p. Are we happy with that? Makes £3, £3.45. Everybody?
Yes.
Good. Okay, lovely. Okay, Emily, James, and Alice made 150 biscuits for a school fair. Emily sold 34 biscuits. James sold that many, 28. Alice sold 52. How many biscuits were left? So first of all, what we need to do, let's just do it right here where it is. Yeah, let's just do it right there and add them up rather than writing it out again. Yes, we happy with that? It's a little bit. It's not really in line, but we can manage. 4 add 8 is
14.
12 add 2 is okay 14. So you give me the answer. You haven't asked yet. So 3 add 2 is 5. 5 add 5 is
10.
add the 1 on the bottom is.
Yeah.
Don't forget the 1 on the bottom. So that gives you 100 and 140. How many did we start with?
150.
And then how many do we have to take away? So we got to work out how many was left over. So 150 minus 140. Now, I don't want to shout out the answer. Let's go through an idea how we would work that question out, because this is important. So 0 take away 4, we can't do it. So we borrow from the 5 becomes a, and the 0 becomes, oh, whoops, that's not what I want to do. 0 becomes a 10. 10 take away 4 is 6. 4 take away 1 is 3, and 1 take away 1 is 0. So you have 36 biscuits left over. If anybody spots any arithmetical error, please say so straight away, because we want to correct the mistake straight away before we upload it onto the net. Okay, if the children sold each biscuit for 10p, let me just change my color again. How much money did they get in total? Now we know how many biscuits were left over. So 36 biscuits left. We have started with 150. These are how many they sold. So how many they sold together? 1, 1.
1 on 4.
And we have to times that by 10p, because each biscuit got sold for 10p. So that gives us a nice easy answer of 114 pence. Now, they want the answer in pounds. So what do we need to do then? So can somebody give me the idea how we change pence? Okay, right. I think are we going off the screen? Can you see it? Was my head in the way? Okay, I think my head's in the way. Sorry about that. So anybody give me an idea how we can change pence into pounds? The idea. I don't want the answer. I want the idea. Okay. So divided by. Go on. Not divided by 10. Keep on going.
100.
Divided by 100. 100p make a pound. So let's divide it by 100 then. Okay, if you have difficulty seeing the screen, please let me know, please, folks. 1. If you divide it by 100, if you move the decimal point 2 places back, we copy everything down, and we drop the decimal point where it drops according to the arrow, and that gives us an answer of how much money does this make altogether?
11.40.
£11.40. Okay. Let's move on. Okay, Mr. Abdi, how do we work out 1/8 of this shape? What does it mean by 1/8? Explain to me what that word means to you. Shade 1/8, what does the question mean to you? Anybody? Go on.
Means that it's going to be half of it.
Okay, not quite. Go on.
Shading one of the boxes.
So you shade in one box out of every 8 boxes. Every time you count 8, you shade 1.
Yeah.
So let's do that then. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm just gonna shade the 8th one. I'll come back and rub those ones out. So let's do. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm gonna shade the last one. You can shade in any 2 in any order, so that's not a problem. So I'm just shading these ones in now. You can. I'm just trying to make them a bit more shaded. Okay, now what I'm going to just quickly do, get a rubber and just quickly rub off those extra lines because we don't want to confuse anybody who's following our video on YouTube. They might think, why we got extra lines on there. Are we happy with that now, yeah?
Yeah.
So I've just rubbed it out. Okay, should we move forward? Okay, hang on a second. Okay. Okay, back to, sorry about a little bit technical error. Technical problems there, we wouldn't forward the page. Okay, Alison takes the train to visit her grandmother in London. She boarded the train and left the station at 8:28. The train was scheduled to enter Paddington Station in London at 10:30. Okay, how long was Alison expected to spend on the train? So Alison takes a train to visit her grandmother in London. She gets on the train at 8:28 and she'll be expected to reach London at 10:30. So how long was Alison expected to spend on the train? So we're going to work out the difference between these two times. Now, what are we going to do? Now, one of the ways we could do this is by using a timeline, just to help us work out the main points of the time. So let's grab a line. Okay, some of us feeling a bit tired. Okay, and that's a nice little line there. So now, so what time do you start with? Should we start with 8:28? So my next time is going to be 8:30 because it's a nice whole number. And from 8:30 we're going to go to 9. So now jump to the nice whole hours, yeah? 9. Okay, I'm going to go on this top one here because I'm going to start crashing into things. We've got 10 o'clock and then 11 o'clock. Okay, so where are we supposed to get to? 10:30?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just go a little bit back a bit. Okay, we got 10 o'clock. If you don't worry about the sizes. This is just like just a line to give us an idea of what we're doing. So it's the jumps that are going to help us here. I'll show you what I mean by that. So from 8:28 to 8:30, it doesn't represent 2 minutes. It just represents time. So we have a 2-minute gap. Are we happy with that first of all?
Yeah.
From 8:30 to 9 o'clock, we have a
3 minutes.
30-minute gap. Is that right?
Yeah.
From 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, we have a 1 hour, 40 minutes. From 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock is a 1 hour gap jump. From 10 o'clock to 10:30, we have a 30 minutes. That's 10:30. Okay, now, so let's start adding up those times. So let's have choose another color. So we have 2 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes. So 1 hour 30 and another 30, that gives you 2 hours. Yeah, 60 minutes or 2 hours. So the total answer is
2 hours, 2 minutes.
2 hours and 2 minutes. If you want to do it like that, that color is not very nice. It's not showing up very well. Let's just undo that. So we say the answer is 2 hours and
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Alison's train was delayed by bad weather for 35 minutes. So what time should she get there? So we got, it should be there at 10:30, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
So we got 10:30. And then we're going to add to that 35 minutes.
Bananas.
Okay. So 10:30 at 35 minutes will give you. Now I'm going to show you something here. Now don't go freak out. Now 10:30 at 35 gives you 10:65. Now you might think, sir, there's no such thing as 10:65, and I would absolutely agree with you. So how do we interpret 10:65? What do we do with it? 10:65 becomes what? Any ideas?
10.
Well, in the 65 you have 1 hour and 5 minutes. So we have to adjust it. So we add an hour here and minus 60 over there. So we get an answer of 11. 11:05. 11:05. 10:06. If you have 10:30, add another 30, that gives you 11 o'clock. Add 5 minutes, that gives you 11:05. So that gives you 11:05 a.m. Okay, should we move on? Okay, question number 8. Okay, let's see. Should we zoom in this one a little bit? Okay. Whoa, that's big.
Have we done number 8?
Number 8.
Yeah.
What question was this?
That's question number 7.
Okay, I think number 8. I think number 8, 7, 8, 8 or 9 have been slightly swapped over. So let's go and find it then. Give me a second. Number 8 should be here by mistake. Never mind. Found it. Thank you. Somebody's awake. Here is a part of a number sequence. Well done, Sonia. 800, 400, 200, 100. I want somebody to give me the idea of what's happening in the pattern. Okay, Sonia, go for it.
You're taking 20. No,
Oh.
you're taking.
Oh. I wouldn't say takeaway. You could be the takeaway, but we got to do the same thing each time. We're dividing by what?
2.
Dividing by 2. So it's we're doing the same thing each time. So 100 divided by 2 is?
Is 80.
Is it now? Okay, some of us are going a bit.
50.
50. And then 50, then we have to divide that by 2.
25.
That will give us 25. And 25 divided by 2. Ooh, who gets this one? Okay. Anybody got this one now? 25 divided by 2. Don't get worried about the fraction or the points. Go on. You're going to get a fraction answer. You're going to get a decimal answer. So don't feel scared with them. So what's half of 25? Okay. Who knows that? Go on, Abdi. Have a go. Go on, Abdi. Everyone's stuck. Go on.
10.5.
What's half of 25?
Oh, 12.5.
Thank you. 12.5. Actually, it could be fractional decimal.
Decimal.
Okay, circle all the numbers that will appear in the sequence. So now, is 175 going to be in there?
No.
No. 25?
No.
Yes, we just got that out. 150?
Yes.
No. So it says circle them for you. Let's circle. 12.5?
Yeah.
There's no others. Lovely. Let's go back to question number 9 now. Because number 9 is like misplaced. Question number 9 is here. Points A and B are joined by a straight line on a coordinate axis. The points are equally spaced. Let's make this question a little bit bigger. Okay, are we happy with that? It's a bit more bigger. We got to work at C. So I'm going to use my little squares. Okay, that's not a nice color. Let's do this. Okay, let's choose a different color now. Let's go make another square. Okay, are we all watching? So you don't draw squares, you have to draw lines going down and across.
Oh.
Okay.
What's it called?
You have to just draw lines across and down. So we can, I can't. It's difficult to do that. I'll do.
Is it like this?
Yeah, like that. Well done. Okay, now. So I'm gonna start labeling it now. So A is gonna be equal to 2 across, and B is gonna be equal to 12 across. So we've got equal spaces now. So from here to here to here to here to here, same. So how many gaps do we have? So 2. So we've got to add a number. So what's 12 minus 2 first of all?
10. 12 minus 10.
12 minus 2 is 10. And then we're gonna divide 10 into, because we're gonna add 1 twice, 3 times, 4 times. We're gonna do 10 divided by 4. Because we've got 4 gaps. Yes? So from 2 to 12 we're gonna add 10, and we're gonna add in 4 little chunks. So what's 10 divided by 4?
10 divided by 4.
Come on. Go on, go on.
1. 2.
Which is the same as 2.5 is 2.5. So that's 2. 2 at 2.5 is, we add 2.5, add 2.5, and we add 2.5 each time. So let me check. Okay, Mr. Abdul Bar, are we focusing on what we're doing here? Or are we doing something else? So I can hear you talking at the back. Okay, let's rub those out. Lovely. Let's get back to our pen. So that's 2. 2 at 2.5 is? 2 at 2.5 is?
4.5.
4.5. I'm just trying to make that dot. Okay, 4.5 at 2.5 is? One.
7.
Thank you. 7 at 2.5 is?
9.5.
And 9.5 at 2.5 is?
11.5. 13.
Is
11.
9.5 at 2.5 is?
13. 12.
It's 12. That's right. So our pattern is correct so far. So we have now got we've got the coordinate for the x coordinate for C. Oops, I'll try and move that inside. Okay, now, what about the height? The height here is 5 and the height here is 1. So we're going to go up. So how many jumps do we have? We're going to have 1, 2, 3, and 4 jumps, isn't it? Is that right, folks? So we're going to go from 1 and we're going to get all the way to 5, and we're going to go up by 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, we got 4 equals. So what do we do now? We do 5 minus 1 is
4.
4. And we're going to divide that by 4. 4 jumps. 4 divided by 4 is a really hard question. Don't rush all at once. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the coordinate for C is 3. So what's the coordinate for C altogether? It's going to be 7 along the x and 3 along the y. So the answer should be in the bottom should be 7, 3. Are we happy with that?
Yes.
Should we move on?
Yes.
That was an extra one, looks like. Okay, let's make the size a bit smaller. Okay. Okay, can we see this one? Sophie's dad is a property surveyor. He is asked to measure the total width of 6 buildings. What is the total width of the building? Show your working. This is a really hard question here. So you have 9, add 6, add 10, add 6, add 11, add 6. So we have, well, let's just do a little bit of arithmetic. 9 add 11 is 20. And then we have another 10 from here. And 6 add 6 will give us 18. So we can add them all up now. So 20 add 10 add 18. That gives an answer of 8 there and 4 there. So what's the total length of the building? 48. So we're happy with 48 meters, yes? 48 meters. Now, what is the mean width of the buildings? You can't see that question on the screen at the moment. What is the mean width of the buildings? Let's see if you can change the size of this for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, just wait for that to come off. So what does the word mean mean? Okay, put your hand up and explain the definition of the word mean. Go on.
You have to add up all the numbers.
And then,
And then
you give me half the mean. Go on.
you add up all the numbers.
And then,
You
divide it by.
you divide by how much numbers they are.
That's correct. That is the correct definition of the word mean. So for the mean, let's get a nicer color. I don't like the brown. It's not nice. It doesn't show up nicely. So we have here 48 meters. How many buildings do we have? 6. So 48 divided by 6 gives us.
8.
Are we happy with that? 8 meters.
Yes.
So that's how we work out the mean. Okay, are we on the right question now? Number 11.
Yeah.
A cup of coffee costs 20p more than a cup of tea. Emily's dad bought a coffee and 2 teas for £2.60. How much do a cup of coffee and a cup of tea each cost? Now, a cup of coffee. Okay, here we go. So coffee is. You found it? And a cup of coffee costs. A cup of coffee costs 20p more than a cup of tea. So what should we call a cup of tea? So the tea, we can say it costs X pence. So the cup of coffee is going to be 20p more, so it'll be 20 plus X. So we just write it algebraically. Okay. So and it goes, and Emily's dad bought a coffee and 2 teas for £2.60. So, well, how much does the tea cost again? X pence. How much does coffee cost? 20 plus X, because 20p more. And he buys 1 coffee and 2 teas. So let's do that. So you got 20. Add X is the coffee that he buys. Done. And 2 teas. So it will be 2 lots of X. Because the tea is represented by X1. So the tea here is represented by X pence. And the coffee is 20p more than tea, 20 plus X. So we're using algebraic letters to represent numbers. Okay? So this tea is actually T. T is equal to X pence. And the coffee here is equal to 20p plus XP. Okay, yes, sorry.
Are we gonna
Make an equation and just follow me now. You're going to make an equation. And that equals how much money? 260, because I'm doing mine in pence. Because this is in pence, this is in pence, and this is in pence, okay? So, does anybody know how to solve this now? You do. Go on then.
You have to get the 20.
So, x at 2x is 3. Let's call simplifying. 20 add 3x is equal to 260. Now, we want to work out the value x. So, we have to do this thing called solving, which I've taught you guys in your previous lesson, solving 2-step equations. So we look at the x, just up the bar. Are we looking at the x? X has been times by 3, then added by 20. Okay. So we have to move the last action first. So we move the plus 20 first. Opposite add 20 is 20. So 3x is equal to 260 take away 20 is 240. And then what we have to do, what's the 3 doing to the x? What function is it doing? Mr. Abdul Bar, can we please follow the notes, please, yeah? Stop writing on this work. So what are we doing here with the 3x? What's the 3 doing to the x? Is it adding, multiplying, dividing? What's it doing?
It's dividing.
If it's dividing, we have a division sign. Go on. It's timesing. It's timesing. Are you copying this down? Would I have to tell you for each question to copy this down? So, what is the opposite of multiplying by 3? So, take it to the side. We have to divide it by 3. Beautiful. So, we say here that x is equal to 240 divided by 3, which is equal to What's 240 divided by 3?
8.
80. Yeah, same as saying 24 divided by 3 is 8 and add another 0.
So 80p.
So 80p is the cost of the, what was the cost of? So x is the cost of what?
T.
The t. So the t is, if you do it in decimal pounds, what is it?
0.8.
Okay, 80 pence is 0.80 pounds. Now we know the coffee costs how much more? 20p more. So how much does the coffee cost?
£1. £1.
£1. Are we happy with that? Yeah? Should we just check whether everything works? Because what did you buy? You bought one coffee and how many teas? 2 teas. So one coffee costs how much? £1. How much does 2 teas cost? 160. What's £1 or £1.60?
£2.
60. Does it work out? Yes. So our formula, is it correct? Yes. Have you done all that properly? Okay. Let's move on to the next question. If anybody needs to go through this in more detail, I have other videos on my YouTube channel called Forming and Solving Equations. Please check those out.
This one's easy.
Okay, match each 3D shape to the correct name and net. That should be quite nice and easy for everybody. So, well, that's a cuboid. That should be matching here. Actually, we can do the other way around. Actually, the arrows. So let me just delete that. So that way.
Yeah.
This square-based pyramid here will go there, and this shape will be there. And that's nice and easy. Let's move on. Emily and her friends go fruit picking. They pick the fruit they enjoy most. The table shows which fruit they picked. Name the people you think might dislike plums. So if you look here, 0 plums. 0 plums is Emily and. So name the people you might dislike plums. And the answer is Emily and Anna dislike plums because
I don't know.
they didn't pick any.
Didn't pick any.
They didn't pick any. Okay, I'm writing big to display on the screen. You write it on normal size, okay? So don't go mad. Okay, so don't write all over the place because they didn't pick any. Okay, full stop at the end there. That's all done. Who collected the most amount? Who collected the most fruit? That's the next question. To work out the most fruit, what we need to do, Mr. Abdi, what do we do? Give me an idea what we do, the idea. I don't know the answer. How do we work out? What do we do with the table? Do we add downwards or do we add across? Down or across?
Across.
Across, well done. So Emily had 6, add 0, add 16. Come on, let's start working these out. 16 add 6 is? 22. Okay, 16 add 3, add 23. Well, okay, 23 add 3 will give you 26. 26 add another 6 will give you 2. And add the 10 will give you 42. Okay, so what's 0 add 12 add 12?
24.
24. 3 add nothing add 28?
30.
31. 31. There. There. 31. So which person who collected the most food? Which person?
James, Peter.
James, Peter, make your mind up. That's 2 answers.
Peter.
Why is that? Because 42. What would happen if I wrote 42 here? Would I get the answer? No. Because who? Number 42 is now a person. So you have to write down here? Peter. Mine doesn't quite fit properly. Can you make yours show yours fits in the box? And then we can move on. Okay. Nice question here. 603 minus 264. So let's see how we do that nice and quickly. Now we start always on the right hand side. 3 take before. Can we do it?
Yeah.
No. You can do it. Amazing. So you go to the 0. Can you borrow from the 0? The answer is?
No.
So you got to borrow from there. 6 becomes 5 and you give the 1 to the 0 that becomes. Then you borrow from the 10. The 10 whoa. The 10 becomes a? 9. Whoops. Let's just give me 1 second. Let me just get this extra lines. Okay. Whoops. So that gives you 9, and then that becomes 13. 13 take away 4, we can't do it.
9.
Is 9, and then 9 take away 6 is,
3.
and 5 take away 2 is.
3.
Are we happy with that, folks?
3 yes.
Okay, is everybody happy with the answer?
Yes.
Can you make sure you got that down in your work as well? Make sure you don't just have an answer. Have you copied down the working out?
Yep.
Mr. Abdul, the answer is no to that question. Let's got the smile on his face. Emily weighs half as much as her father.
She's fat.
Okay, right. Mr. Abdul, please, comments, please. Can you just calm down, yeah? Emily weighs half as much as her father. We're missing. Have I missed number 15? Okay, I'm sorry, maybe it's the wrong order.
5,000.
Yeah, sorry about that. Thank you. I think that's the wrong place. Thank you. Well done. That's good. Here's a Venn diagram for sorting numbers. Multiples of 8 means they are in the 8 times. And multiples of 6 means in the 6 times.
Tables.
Okay, put the following numbers into the diagram. So the number 2, where does it go? Is it in one of these two?
No.
So it goes here.
I mean outside.
Number 48, is it a multiple of 8 and 6?
Yes.
So it goes in the
Middle.
cross it out. 56.
Multiples of 6.
Is it?
No, it's 8. You like see that?
It's only a multiple of 8. It's not multiple of 6. 16.
Multiples of 8.
8.
Multiples of 8.
68.
Multiples of nothing.
Sure?
No.
Yeah? Because there's not even the time, is it? So where does that go? Anyway, outside.
It's outside.
Beautiful.
It's homeless.
Okay. Well, that's one way of looking at it. But that's not something which is funny.
So
enough.
like there's a house there, this house there, this house
Okay,
there.
right. Alright.
48 people.
Okay, the number has got no place to live. Emily weighs half as much as her father. She also weighs 25 kilograms less than her mother. Emily's mother weighs 60 kilograms. Now, 60 kilograms and she weighs 25 less than her mother. So we can quite quickly work out Emily's. So Emily is going to be 60 minus, because
25.
she's 25 less than her mother. So 60 minus 25 will give us an answer of
45.
35. Okay, so if Emily weighs 35 and she's half the weight of her father, so that means her father is double of her weight.
70.
That's right. So the father,
1,562.
okay, so the father is equal to double of Emily's. Okay, thank you. Double of Emily's weight. So that'll be double of. Are you copying this down, folks?
Yeah.
So how much does Emily's father weigh? He weighs 70 kilos. Shh. Okay, Mr. Abdul Bar. Yeah? Please, calm down. We all done?
Yes.
Have you got all that down?
Yeah.
Come on, Sadala. Come on, hurry up.
Stop fighting.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Shh. Okay, right, let's carry on. Right, so do we are going to go and find question number 17 now, isn't it? 14, 15, 16 done. Okay, 17, right. Here's the number line. Match each letter to one of the capacities listed below. Now, first of all, let's have a look at the line. 5 liters, that's not 51 by the way, that's 5 liters. 5 liters, this will be 6 liters. Okay, well, that my L looks a little bit. All right, 6 liters, 7 liters, 8 liters, and 9 liters, and 10 liters. Does everything match up now?
Yeah.
Now, let's do the easy ones first. We'll come back to this one in a second. Okay, 7.5 liters is halfway between 7 and 8. So it goes and match each letter to one of the capacities listed below. Okay, so what is C? C is 7.5. Okay, that's done. Now D is, I'm doing the easy ones now, which is 9 and a, what's D? 9.5 liters. 9.5 liters is the same as 9,500. Okay, lovely. So we've done those. So that's going to be 9,500 milliliters. Okay. Okay, now between 6 liters and 7 liters we have 6.5 liters. So that's going to be B. So if you just follow me on the lines, a little bit bendy line there. Are you following this on the lines, or are you just playing with the pencil? Yeah. Okay, now which one? So A has to be 55 centiliters. Centiliter. What's 1 centiliter, by the way? 10 milliliters. So 55 centiliters is 550 milliliters. That's why which is same as 555.5 liters. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, this question is a nice little baby question here. What is 20% of 500? Now you got space here. I'm gonna use a lot of space. So I'm gonna use the kind of image up here. So you please keep yours answer here, please. Yeah, in your work. So I'm demonstrating to you, so I need more space. Okay, now. So let's have a look at this question. We got to work out 20% of 500. Let's have an idea on how we do this. Mr. Abdi, go for it.
The idea
Is
is
to work out 20%. What do we do?
you
First of all, work out.
10%.
First of all, work out. Well done, Mr. Abdi. You are.
500 divided by 10.
So we do 10% first. When you do 10% of 500, we have to. Oops. We have to do what? Divide by 10. What do we do that?
So only equal 50.
Well done. 10% is 50. Now, once we know 10%, how do we get to 20%? What do we do next? We multiply by. Well done. 10 times by 2 is 20%. And we got to have that times by 2. So that gives you 100. So all of your working out should be over here. Mine's up there because I want to demonstrate it to you and show it in a nice and big way. Okay, we're happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, if my numbers get mixed up, just let me know. Okay, draw the reflection of the shaded shape in the mirror line. Now, let me go. Okay, shh, Mr. Abdullah, please. Now, when we do reflection, what we're doing, we are getting points of the shape and taking them across to the other side in the same distance, perpendicular distance. So everybody follow me for the moment, please.
Okay.
So let's have a look. So this point here, how far is it from the mirror? It is 1 square. So 1 square on the other side will be there. This one here is how many away? 1, 2. So 1, 2 will be here. This one's 1 away, so it'll be here. This one's 2 away, so it'll be here. So now, okay, of course it's easy for you, Mr. Abdullah. It's very easy for you.
I don't know.
Okay, so we need to join up now.
Is it like this? Is it like this?
Okay.
Like you want.
Okay, so look.
Is it like this?
Okay, right. Yes. Right. Give me a moment while I draw this off quite. Okay, right. There's our shape. With great difficulty, we managed to draw that shape. That's our reflected shape. Now let's just quickly move to a pen. Get off this at the moment. Back to record. Okay, let's move on. Okay, right. Okay, now we got less than sign. Sorry, greater than, less than, equal. So we need to kind of have an idea what these values are. Okay. Now 0.9 is, okay, should we look at them in terms of percentages? Okay. And 0.9 is what?
0.9
Is 90%. Is 90%. And a quarter is?
20%.
And 0.25 is? And 0.25 is?
25%.
So, and a quarter here is?
It's 25%.
And a quarter here is?
25%.
We're just trying to help ourselves with this question. 25 out of 50 is how much percent? 50. Because 25 out of 50 is half. That's what it is. So at the moment, everything is nearly into percentage mode, so we can be able to compare them and we know where we are. Okay, now, what about 18 over 24? Has anybody converted that into a percent for us?
It's gonna be 24.
18 over 24.
That arrow.
Okay. Right, let's see. Can somebody cancel that down for me first? What will go into both of these? So 18 and 24 will both divide by what? What's the biggest number? Divide by 6?
Yeah.
That gives us?
3.
And the bottom one will give us?
4.
So this, in a sense, is that, what percent is that then?
75.
75%. Beautiful. Now we converted everything into percentage. We can see now which is what's big, what's small, what's equal. Are we happy with that now? So everything is in one type of maths, all percentages. So let's have a look. So 50% is less than 75%, and 75% is
Bigger.
less than 90. So we're going from left to right. A quarter, 25% is
Less than 33%.
okay, is less than,
33.
and 33% is
More than
a quarter. 25% is
the middle.
equal and equal. 25 is equal to 25 is equal to 25. So equal. Now 50, 25, 25. 50 is what is it?
50 more than 25.
And 25 is
Equal.
to 25. Are we happy with that?
Yes.
Come on then, copy it up. Up the bar, have you written down all the other values on there as well?
Yes.
You have? Sure? I'm gonna come and check your work.
We got the red one.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, red ones.
Oh.
Yes and no, all combined together.
Oh.
Okay.
Banana biscuits.
Okay. Okay. This stuff happens when you don't copy the work at the right time, you delay the whole lesson. Yeah? The whole of the world's waiting for you now.
5 centimeters left. 5, 40,
Okay.
19, 10.
Done. Good.
Done it.
Okay. Well, okay. Calm down. Emily and James decide to do a car boot sale with Emily's mother. Emily and James decide to do a car boot sale with Emily's mother. Emily collects this, James collects that, Emily's mother collects that. Afterwards, Emily's mother says that she doesn't want to keep the money that she has collected and that James and Emily can share what they have all collected equally. How much does each of them get? So what do we do first? We need to work out the total. So now those numbers are all over the place. Let's write them down here. 16.50 and we have 9.25. We have 10.49 and let's add it all up first of all. So we start always on the right hand side. We're going to add. So 0 add 5 add 9 is 14. 5 add 2 add 4. Well, that will give you 5 add 6 is 11 add 1 is 12. Because we're doing 5 add 7. 9 add 1 on the bottom is 10. Add the 6 on top is 16. And 1 add 1 is 36. Now, what she said is Emily's mother that she wants her 2 children, or the 2 kids, to Emily and James to share the money equally. Is that right? Now, what do we do now?
Yeah, you can divide it by 2.
Divided by 2. Well done. So we're going to get 36.24 and we're going to divide it by 2. So 2 goes into 3 how many times?
1.
Remainder?
1.
And 2 goes in 16.
8.
Copy the decimal point up. 2 goes into 2 how many times?
1.
2 goes in 4.
2.
So how much do they get each?
18.12.
18 pound and 12 pence. We don't say 18.12. Say 18.12 if you want to say that. Okay, are we happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, this should be nice and quick now. 25% we just said before 25% is equivalent to what?
4. 1/4.
1/4. So 1 out of every 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you shade in 1/4 of 10, you should get what? 2.5 shaded squares. And we have 4. So is this 25% exactly?
Yeah.
No. Now this is exactly half. Half is worth how much percent?
50.
So, no. Now we got here, looks like one quarter of the circle. So this one is correct. It's right. And the next one is we got 4 out of 8 shaded. So that's 50% again. So that one is. So the only one is that one. Question number 3, last question. Okay, folks, sorry about this. Video is getting a bit long, and I know you've been doing this for some time now. Just last question, then we have a break. Okay, Emily and James each have some money in their pocket. Emily's money, James' money. Each of them reaches into the pockets without looking, pulls out 1 coin. Emily says, I am more likely than James to get a £1 coin. Is Emily correct? So let's work it out. What's the probability of Emily getting a £1 coin? Okay, £1. So we have £1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. The probability of getting £1 is 1 out of 4. What's the probability of James getting a pound now? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coins. He's got probability of getting a £1 coin is equal to 1 out of 5. So who's got the? Emily says I am more likely than James to get £1 coin. Is she right or wrong? She's right. How can they both be the same? Got 2 different fractions. Now your thing is, she's got. Does she have a bigger fraction than him? And the answer is yes. Is a quarter bigger than a fifth? Of course it is. If you have a cake and you divide it into 4 pieces, and you have another cake divided into 5 pieces, which is the biggest slices? The one with the 4 pieces. They have bigger pieces. Yes. So what do we say? Is Emily correct? And the answer is
Yes.
So let's write down here the probability of Emily getting a. Okay, I'm gonna write slightly outside the box. Please, you keep all yours inside. A £1 coin is, what is it? 1 quarter. Whereas the probability. Are you copying this stuff down? The probability of James getting a pound is 1/5. Full stop. And 1 quarter is greater than 1/5. That's my answer. Okay, are we happy with that?
Yes.
All done?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, folks, for joining us on this video, on this journey through this SATS paper, new style SATS paper, 2015 specification. We'll be hopefully doing 2016 specification soon. Inshallah, hopefully we see you all in the next video.